Happy New Year! It's January 1st here in Anchorage, Alaska, a place where the calendar turning isn't just about resolutions. It's about marking a new cycle of light, darkness, nature, and sheer wild adventure. Anchorage lies just south of the Arctic Circle, and that means the days, especially in winter, are very short. On the winter solstice, December 21st, Anchorage sees about 5 hours and 28 minutes of daylight. Sunrise around 10:13 a.m., sunset about 3:41 p.m. If you forget to go outside around lunchtime, you'll miss almost all the daylight. Still, whether you love long nights or endless days, Anchorage has something magical for everyone. Imagine experiencing the midnight sun in late June, when daylight stretches to around 22 hours. Then, in summer's rush, wild salmon begin their migrations. King salmon, sockeye silver, and you can take part in Ship Creek's famous combat fishing, lining up side by side at high tide to land a once-a-year king. Or in winter, when everything slows down, you can ski, dog sled, ice fish, or chase the dancing aurora across the skies. Anchorage is the home of the Iditarod, starting in February, a 10-day sled dog race that commemorates the serum run from Nenana to Nome, when sled teams delivered life-saving diphtheria serum. It's not just a sport, it's history, culture, grit. And speaking of culture, Anchorage is rich with Alaska Native peoples, especially the Dena'ina Athabascans and related groups. There are several regional Native corporations here: Chugach Alaska Corporation, Cook Inlet Region, the Alit Corporation, Callista Corporation, among others. Now, if you think Anchorage is extreme, wait till you hear about Prudhoe Bay, way up on the North Slope. There the sun sets in early November and doesn't come back until mid-February. No daylight above the horizon for months. Anchorage doesn't go that far, but the cold is real. Record cold in Anchorage? The lowest temperature ever recorded was minus 34 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 37 degrees Celsius, on January 5th, 1975. Winters can drop brutally low, with wind chill making it feel even harsher. Some days people say 100 wind chill, metaphorically to describe bitter cold, though technically that's hyperbole. Still, when wind rips off warm layers, it can feel brutal. But compared to places like Prospect Creek, up north, where Alaska's all-time low of minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit was recorded in 1971, Anchorage is cold, but by comparison survivable. Late one afternoon in March, I decided to hike one of Anchorage's many trails. Snow still heavy, daylight shrinking, light golden on the snow. I'd heard reports of bears waking early from hibernation. I rounded a bend by a creek, and there she was, a massive grizzly, her coat matted, sniffing the air. My heart hammered. I froze. She lifted her head, stared. For a long moment we held our breaths. Then quietly she lumbered off into the trees. No growl, no chase. Just wild, untamed. I stood there in near silence, snow underfoot, feeling small, feeling alive. That moment of raw, unpredictable is what Alaska gives you. It reminds you that nature is not just something to observe, but to respect, to engage with deeply. Winter brings the darkness, but also serenity. The noise of tourists wanes. The city quiets. Dog sledding, ice fishing, and skiing become lifelines. By May 1st, tourists reappear, blossoms open, daylight hours surge. Summer solstice in June 21st, around 22 hours of daylight. Berries ripen, blueberries, salmon berries. Rivers run thick with migrating salmon. First kings, 25 to 35 pounds. Then chum, pink, sockeye silver by mid-late summer. Then, fall settles in by August and September. Rain returns, colors shift. Tourists thin out after Labor Day. Anchorage cycles through extremes, but each season offers its own beauty. Anchorage is more than a place on a map. It's a journey through extremes, contrast. Whether you're drawn to midnight sun or winter darkness, wilderness or culture, animals or salmon, there's something that will capture your heart. So next time you wonder whether you should visit, remember, there are a few places where you can feel so alive, so connected to nature's rhythms. If you're ready for a story you'll never forget, a panorama that changes with every season, and in moments of heart-stopping wonder, Anchorage is waiting. Thanks for coming along. If you like this, click that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in Alaska next time.